Hello, everybody. Welcome to Quill and Sword, the best RPG show on the internet, in my opinion, because these people are great. So, my name is Bobby Partridge. You may have noticed a name change. New year, new me. That's how we're doing things. So, I would love for you guys to meet these lovely people that are with me. First, I want to explain a couple things. Firstly, this is a dark fantasy campaign. So if horror and body horror and monsters aren't your jam, maybe find like other great channels on Twitch to watch tonight. Like SENITA has one, VERA has one, like they're great. Or you can follow people on YouTube. We have links in the description and places, especially if you're on YouTube watching this after the fact. We also dig Syrinscape. That's how we do our sounds. So, we are going to have some sound effects and music going for y'all. But I'm going to go ahead and roll my trusty D10 as a D5. And we're going to see who's going to start us off with a recap of what happened last time. Okay, Vera, that's you.
Oh, crap. I only kind of remember what happened at the end. I know we ended up in this town, and it was a snowy setting because you went all holiday themed. Was there a bonfire? I feel like there was a bonfire.
There was a like a straw cat they're supposed to set on fire.
There was a cat wicker man.
Yeah.
There was a wicker cat. Yeah, stuff happened. Hey, Megan, what stuff happened?
Oh, well, there was dancing. There was absolutely dancing, right? And there was gambling. There was lots of gambling going on, and people got their... people got pickpocketed. Now, not Tempest, because Tempest keeps everything inside because she's been pickpocketed so many times now.
Yeah.
She doesn't keep anything on the outside of her anymore. But this cat boy pickpocketed us. Robin.
Boy.
Yeah, I went shopping. I have like a list of things that I bought because I like went to get Christmas presents for people, and we had ended up getting food, which was a good thing because we found a really hungry cat boy, or a Slurry, actually. He's not like, anyway, I should not cover too much ground. SENITA.
I sent out my dragon to follow the pickpocketer, and he got sent back, and it turns out that this little pickpocketer can teleport. And only so far, so we managed to catch up to them. And then we made it to a big dying Deku tree. And who hasn't gone yet?
Marissa.
I'm going to give it to Marissa.
Yeah, so I don't remember exactly like the name of the location where we landed. This like island that we're on. Is that relevant, Steven?
Not particularly.
Or Bobby, I'm so sorry. Okay.
You're good.
So we land there. I think it's very important that we do note that Edmund could not leave the ghost ship, and Nim did volunteer to get some snacks. So Nim is laden, absolutely laden with treats at this time. So we've met this little Aslari boy. He is pickpocketing because his mom is in trouble. She's sick. And we have gone to this where he and his mother have been living, and find that his mother has basically been crommed, for lack of a better term. And he's still there trying to take care of her, but like crom spawn sort of entities are still coming. And the thing with the him and his mom is like they're the magical cats. My brain wants to call it Cookie Cat, but that's an ice cream sandwich from Steven Universe. I don't remember what it's called. But you know, like basically they're the magical creatures that this festival is actually celebrating. Correct?
Shadow cats.
Yeah, Shadow Cats. That's what it is. That sounds like an 80s cartoon.
X-Men comic. But...
yeah. So we've decided to help this little boy as best we can. We don't know if we're going to be able to help his mom. It's looking like maybe not, because Bobby wants to break our hearts a little bit. And now we are in the middle of a fight, I think, if I recall correctly. And we're fighting some sort of crummy business.
Yeah, like a crummy reindeer.
Yeah,
with
that's right. That's what it
skeletal nonsense.
Yeah.
So, and goop. Love it.
Fucking Nowhere King.
Yeah, very much like the Nowhere King, actually.
Yeah, you think I don't know what you're doing? I know what you're doing.
So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and dive right in to Quill and Sword.
Oh.
Aw.
Okay, well, hi,
Oh,
everybody.
that's why it was completely black.
As you can see, we have our technical difficulties. We love that for us. So, the new intro I did just doesn't like OBS, I guess. We'll figure it out. So, anyway, we're going to go ahead and dive into some terrible nonsense because we're about to have a fight. So, I believe we had initiative pre-rolled, if I'm not mistaken.
I was about to ask that.
So,
I gotta remember what my character can do. Oh, crap.
Yep, here we go. I have it. So, Wisp, you're right up first. Here we go.
Okay. How far away is this thing, first of all?
So this thing is about 20 feet away from you right now.
Okay. First of all, I'm gonna make my dance partner for this round.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first thing. And what do I feel like throwing at this? Oh, we haven't had a long rest. I'm down some slots. You know what? Let's start simple. Let's go with a Ray of Frost.
Ray of Frost. Okay.
Okay, so that is 26 to hit.
26 will absolutely hit.
Yay! So that is 8 points of cold damage.
8 points of cold damage. This thing does not seem affected at all by your
Good
Ray
to
of
know.
Frost. Your Ray of Frost, you summon this shimmering boreal rainbow light fire.
Okay, so Ray of Frost was virtually ineffective. Is that what
Yeah.
I just heard? Okay. I wonder if that's the element. There's elemental things, right? It's not just the stream went off.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, stream went down.
All right, let me set it up again. Hold on. Is it coming back?
Yeah, there it is.
All right, it's back. We're here. We're back
Okay.
in business. Yeah, I don't know. I just got a notification that OBS disconnected. Our technical difficulties are coming back in force, everybody. So,
Oh, man.
like,
OBS
That's
does
just
it
what
to
we're
me all
doing
the
now.
time, and it makes me want to cry.
maybe OBS has COVID. I gave it to my computer. I gave my computer a virus.
So, I don't know if we ever came across elemental weaknesses and strengths. Have we? Is that a thing in this campaign?
Yes, there are elemental strengths and weaknesses in some things. This thing seems to have some of those.
Okay, well, I don't think we've come across a fight where we had to do elemental weaknesses. I think it's always been a puzzle, so I just want to know if this is one of the puzzles for elemental. So
Yep.
I don't know if I want to try a fireball or if I want to try. So you know what? I could probably do both because I have a bonus turn. So let's do that.
Yeah, you're gonna get to go back to back, so.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna do a firebolt
Okay.
and let's see which d20 am I rolling? I'm gonna roll this one. 21.
21 will absolutely hit it. Go for that damage.
All right. 3d8s. Hang on. Oh, that says 3d10s. I don't have 3d10s. Oh, hang on.
Oh.
That's fine. Let's see if what's this called? D8, D10s. 3D10s. Nope. D&D Beyond is still moving at a snail's pace on my PC for some reason.
Do you want me to roll it for you?
It's rolling, but I just gotta wait. So 14.
14. Okay. So 14 damage. This thing, as you fire this blue and purple firebolt at the thing, whoom, it once again doesn't seem to do much.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
This is Crom Spawn, right?
Uh-huh. But you notice this thing is steaming. Like the liquid seems to be like giving off this heat to the point that like the air around it is rippling a little bit.
Oh, great.
Okay. All right. So fire doesn't work. We're gonna go with crossbow damage then.
Okay. I think most of the
19.
damage you guys did before was silver damage. Yep, that will work.
Oh,
Alright.
crap, that's right. Shit.
All right. 19 hits. 1d6 plus 2. Okay. 4.
4. Okay. The creature has taken 4 more damage. And you see that this silver bolt, like fizzles and fizzes with this murky, like glittery silver fizz that's bubbling up from the wound. So then, Anu, you still have a bonus left, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because you did your reaction, and then you did your main action, and now you got another.
Okay. I'll fire another crossbow. No, don't fall. Okay, that is 25. I know how to do that math. 25 to hit.
25. 25 will hit.
Okay. And then 1d6 plus 2. That one's in 7.
7. So the creature gets hit with another 7 and it roars. And its turn has come up. Unless you're going to move. Are you going to move?
Hold on. Its turn has not come up because
Your
that's
dance
my
partners.
partner. I can
That's
go
right.
after.
Yep.
You forget the
I
powers
know.
you've given me.
I know. All right, go for it. I don't get to do my nasty bit yet.
Not yet. All right, I am going to do something that is probably very stupid. I'm going to go in and I'm going to attack it with my actual weapons.
Okay.
So we'll start with the Sword of the Zephyr, which unfortunately is not silver, but my dagger is. So we'll start with that. So that does a 28 hit.
It does.
Oh, good. And so damage. That's 11,
11.
piercing.
11 piercing damage. So the deal with silvered weapons, just so you're aware, Vera, silver weapons just count as magical weapons. So it takes non-magical damage and makes it magical. So like
Gotcha.
if it's piercing damage, it becomes magical piercing damage. So your Sword of the
Gotcha.
Zephyr is basically the same as a silvered sword.
Oh, well, that is lovely then.
Yep. So you deal that full 11 damage.
All right, and I get to now hit it with my dagger because I'm dual wielding, baby. I am going to spend an inspiration and roll that again.
That sounds great. We get an inspiration every game.
Does a 19 hit?
19 does hit.
Good. This one's not going to be a lot of damage, but, you know, every little bit helps. That's 3.
3. Okay. So it takes 3 more damage as you drive this dagger into it. Was that silver?
That is a silver dagger,
All
yes.
right. So it takes the full 3 damage. and it is now its turn. And the creature rises on its haunches, and these molten black liquid forearms just tunnel, shattering the stone beneath as they pour into the rock. And these massive sets of bone spikes jut from underneath all of you. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex. I'm going to spend another inspiration, and I'm going to re-roll that.
Dirty
Damn.
20.
12.
I'm also going to spend an inspiration to re-roll that.
All right.
That's a 13. And should I be spending an inspiration to re-roll that?
Everyone who gets less than a 15 should probably re-roll.
Okay.
I got a 23.
All right.
I got a 16.
All right.
Spending my luck. Okay. 21.
21. Meets beats, by the way.
2.
No. All right. What did Masquerade get?
Oh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, perfect. So everyone but Nim made it. Is that correct?
I mean, sounds about right. Like, let's be real.
All right. So Nim, these bone spikes jut up around you. Now you don't take damage, but you are immobilized.
Okay.
So you cannot move anywhere. You are just kind of trapped as you're squeezed in by these bone spikes that are kind of jutting at all angles. And like, you could free yourself if you want to take damage, or if someone wants to break them.
I think for now, Nim is going to assess the situation. Because even though she is immobilized, there is a certain amount of safety of being encased.
That's true.
And if she wants to, yell a thing or two in a minute, maybe that keeps the bad reindeer away.
That is true. Most of your abilities don't require any movement, in fact. They're verbal. So, Tempest, you're up next.
Well, let's see. We've seen that neither fire nor ice really affect this thing at all. Right? It's Crom spawn, so I could go guiding bolt. That's radiant. Almost nothing is resistant to radiant. Oh wow, the power just flickered here.
Yeah.
Power just flickered. All right, warning.
Yeah. I found out that's what happened with our signal earlier. My internet went out and then came back.
Okay. So, instead, you know what? I mean, what's resistant to thunder damage? Is anything really resistant? I can't think of anything resistant to thunder damage, right? I cast Thunderball.
That's about it.
Thunderball, which is a fireball, but I have transmuted to be thunder.
Nice. So the air ripples around this orbicular line of sound as this shockwave just boom, and it resounds in the cave. And because you are in the cavern, I'm going to say it does double damage, but everyone also has disadvantage on their saving throw.
Oh, I forgot we were in a cave. That was a bad idea. I'm sorry,
Yep.
everybody. Sorry.
So what do I need to roll?
Constitution save, right?
It is yeah. Oh no, it's a dex save.
Oh, it's a dex save.
Isn't fireball
so
dex
can
save?
you quickly cover your ears?
Wait. Fireball. Yeah,
That's
dex save.
Okay.
That's a dirty 20.
Fireball is dex.
Okay.
Dirty 22.
Cool. Yeah, my DC is 19. So.
Is Nim in any way affected by her bone cage?
No, because you already have disadvantage. Disadvantage is disadvantage. So you're good.
Okay. 3?
3. Oh,
Well, I
no.
did. Was I really dropping a fireball on us, or couldn't I just have like centered it on the thing? Isn't it? Is it right in front of us? This is what happens
It
when I don't
is.
play with a map.
Well, I mean, it would have. I would have been in range regardless because I'm in melee range of this thing.
Okay, yeah, I just didn't think that I'd be targeting the entire party with a fireball. Is all.
But
Yep.
And I'm not. It's just it's. Oh, it's because it's inside.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, don't worry about it. All right.
They have
Well,
TikToks
I
about
just-
this.
I will roll.
Fireball.
I will roll my damage. And all of my 6-sided dice. All right, here we go. We'll do 3 at a time. 5 and 4 is 9. 10, 16, 17, 18, 19. 27 damage.
27 damage. So we double that to 54. And everyone who saved only takes the 27.
God damn.
Wait, what do you need to save?
19 or better.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right, and I need Tempest to describe for me this thing's gruesome demise at the hands of this thunder ball.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Thank goodness.
Okay, I didn't expect that. So Tempest hurls this ball of sound energy, and it explodes right over the thing's head, right? And the shockwave dents inwards its top, and just crunches into the ground as a splat.
It crunches and splats into the ground. This, what you now realize is hot molten tar, just begins leaking and oozing everywhere. And everything quiets. And you see Jaren, poor Jaren, in the corner. He's just staring at all of you. What are you?
What was that? I can't hear you. You're gonna have to speak up.
What are you?
We're just trying to help.
The Motley Few. Somebody had to say it.
How did you do that?
Too much practice.
Oh my god, so much practice.
Wow.
I didn't have to practice to get trapped in these bones, so
They do actually collapse when the thing dies.
no, that's good.
That's us. We're heroes.
On a good day.
Wow. Wow. Do you think you can help my mom?
We're going to try our best. It seems that the Shadow Cat has formed quite a bond with the people here. It would be a shame to let that all fall apart.
Yeah. Yeah. Mom always said one day I'd have to take over, but I didn't want it to be like this.
Let's hope we can give you many more years to learn from her.
Yeah. What can you do? I don't even know what this is.
Mask? This looks like Cromspawn, right?
Well, yes. Mind you, a particularly sizable one.
Hey, Bobby, just to confirm if I'm remembering correctly, you said the mother was too far gone for greater restoration on this at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Shit.
I get out the tarot cards.
Okay. All right. So make either an Arcana or Insight check. Your choice.
Oh, good. I'm good at one of these. 26 insight.
26. So you pull a card, and the first card that you pull looks to be Nim's.
I figured.
I'm gonna pass it to you. Look, you could manage to undo one thing. Maybe you can heal this too. I don't know. I could just be pulling things out of my sleeves, but do you want to give it a go?
I mean, we may as well. There's quite a difference here between what has happened to Jaren's mom and you know, being abdicated. But if I'm being completely honest, I had no idea what I was doing then. So I'm in a good place to do that again, I suppose. So
I believe in you.
I mean, if anybody could maybe do it, it might be me.
So, okay, Nim, what are you going to do?
Is the cave where Jaren and his mom live, or were they in a cabin? Do we go back to the cabin,
So
or what?
they live in the cave. They
Okay,
have a
okay.
sort of like home set up in the cave.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to make so many saving throws, and I am rolling like butts today. That's great.
Well, you have before brought people in to help you.
Yes, that might have to be what happens. So Nim is gonna go over to Jaren's mom and just kind of get as close as she can comfortably. With that.
I'm going to preemptively give you a bardic inspiration on all this.
Okay, cool.
Before we even start, that's a D12.
Okay. So
Okay.
do I roll that d12 and then add it to? Is that how that?
What you for the next 10 minutes, you can add it to any one ability check.
Okay, cool, perfect. Thank you.
I will cast guidance.
Ooh, so you're like really shored up for this.
I think everybody just feels bad that I got trapped in the bone cage.
It didn't suit you at all.
No, it was a very safe place, though. I liked it. Okay,
Guidance
so
guidance adds 1d4 to your roll for any roll you might make.
okay, cool. I'm gonna get the correct dice ready. Okay, so Nim goes over to near Jaren's mom, just kind of as near as she dares, knowing kind of the state of Jaren's mom, and just kind of sits down and takes a deep breath, and just says, "You know, you've got a real great kid in that Jaren."
And the creature snarls and charges that little window that you have in the wall between you and Et. And I want you to start by making a persuasion check.
Okay, that's a good one. I like doing those. 27.
27. Okay. So this creature is snarling at you, and it's baring its teeth, and it's growling. And you say those words, and the snarl softens. It's not gone, but it is lesser. And the rumbling growl just dissipates.
From there, I say, "You should be very proud. He is such a capable boy."
And I would like you to roll insight.
Going to use that bardic inspiration. 12.
12. So you start to look into these eyes, and as you do, at first all you see is a monster.
Mm-hmm.
And Wisp's inspiration comes to you. And you sort of almost channeling that friendship you have with Wisp. Wisp sees good in people so often. Wisp sees things other people can't see. And when you look in that way, you see just a spark in there, in this bestial gaze.
Mm-hmm.
And you just narrowly eke out a success.
Okay, good.
So that's 2 successes. What do you say next?
You must be really proud of him and, just how kind he is and how sweet and how, he's going to make a great shadow cat someday.
All right. Make another persuasion roll.
Thank you. Thank you, God. Oh my God. Okay. My guidance. 16.
Okay. 16. So you succeed. And you see the creature actually backs away from the cavern at this point. And the rest of you watch as this emerald light just starts ebbing just a little bit from this card. Like, it's a subtle glow right now, but it's flickering to life.
Keep going.
I'm so glad that we landed here on this place and that we got to meet him. He's an ornery sort of kid, so you're gonna have to keep both eyes on him, but even so, his heart is in the right place.
And as you say these words, you yourself feel this welling up, realizing that this is your opportunity to prevent a kid from losing their parent, which has kind of been your life's work.
Mm-hmm.
I want Masquerade to roll a persuasion for this because you encouraged Nim to keep going. So Mask, roll a persuasion check.
15.
15. That is another success. The card is shining at this point. It's shimmering with light. The light has now engulfed the picture. You can't even see the image of Nim on it anymore. It is just a tarot card of light. I need you to make an Arcana roll with your next final statement, Nim. What do you say?
You are so lucky that you get to watch him grow up, and I just know that he's going to do the Shadow Cat legacy proud. And so, Arcana, you said?
Arcana, and you can have advantage.
Oh, thank God. 19.
19! So, you say this last bit, and at the word proud, the rest of you hear that single heavy word carry through the cave, through the cavern, on an echo, but it's more than an echo. It's more than the cavern. It's something metaphysical. There's something about the weight of this word as you watch the creature, its bones literally begin cracking and crunching beneath the skin, reshaping, falling in on themselves as the skin is roiling. And in the course of about 2 minutes, you see a black-furred Aslari, and not a Rakshasa at all.
Do we know their last name?
Nope.
No. Okay. Well, hey there, Jaren's mom. It's good to meet you. I'm Nim.
And she wakes as though waking from a deep sleep. Where am I? Where is this place?
Well, this is where Jaren brought us. I think this has been your home for a little bit. But Jaren, buddy, could you come here for a second?
And he'll run up. What is it? Did it work?
I think so, but I think your mom might be a little confused.
And he peers through the window, and she rushes to the window, and she reaches her hands through and just starts stroking his face. Baby, what's going on? She helped you. And he points to Nim. She looks at you expectantly.
Oh, I just told you. We were just talking about Jaren, what a great kid he is, and how you must be so proud of him, and just all the great things that he's gonna do someday. I mean, all the great things he's doing now. Not that you have anything to live up to, Jaren. I know you're gonna make a great shadow cat, but even now, you're a great kid.
And Jaren looks at all of you. Can you help me move the rocks?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
You're muted, Vera. I think you're still muted.
Do you want a strength roll for this? Because I'm all over that.
Nope, you guys can just move the rocks. You guys
Let me
move the
show
rocks.
off, damn it.
And mother and son share an embrace. And there are so many thank yous and so many tearful reunions that come with this as the wall breaks apart. It's almost like the wall means more than just the rocks that were put in place to keep Jaren safe. And you guys have, for this holiday, reunited a family.
Yay!
Tempest walks over to Nim. You see, Nim, that's why we keep you around, because many of us are good at destroying things, but only you are truly good at healing things.
Oh, well, shucks, Tempest. That's so sweet. I'm also really good at finding very obvious traps and falling down on occasion. And I think that, maybe that's not necessary, but it might also make you guys look a lot more nimble than perhaps you would otherwise. So, another service I offer. Just saying.
All of which are very valuable. Absolutely valuable.
Wisp raises an eyebrow. Are you saying I'm not nimble as is?
No. I'm just saying I make you look even better. I mean, by comparison.
And yeah, they will invite you to eat with them what they have. They actually have, it's meager, but it's like enough. Mm-hmm. So if you want, you are welcome to join them for a dinner, or you can return to the town for the festival. The choice is yours.
Nim is going to share all of the snacks that she purchased for Edmund and is going to purchase more for Edmund when they get back to the festival.
That makes perfect sense. They enjoy them, and it is great. You have those spicy, sweet rolls that you got. You have the liquor with the spices and that sour note. You have so many good, lovely treats, hot, cold, everywhere in between, and pretty much any flavor you could want is all represented here.
Nice.
And then as you guys are making your way, trekking through the snow back to town, you see what sometimes might alarm you, but now it doesn't. Because you know what it is. There is a fire, a massive fire burning in the middle of town. But it is not for siege. It is that wicker shadow cat burning for the festival. And people are singing songs around it. It's very like Whoville in that way. People holding hands singing songs around the burning cat. And you guys can have a wonderful and safe, for once in your lives, peaceful night. And do you guys spend the night on the ship or in an inn?
I feel like Nim would want to get back to the ship just to give Edmund the snacks and such.
Okay.
But I don't know if she stayed there. It would depend on what everybody else was doing. I think.
Tempest would absolutely stay at an inn in the city, in town, just because
Same.
different kind of vibe, you know.
So Nim, you bring Edmund these treats, and his needle smile comes back, and he looks up at you and he's like, "Thank you very much."
My pleasure. And if there's something you're missing, let me know. I'm gonna go back out again, but we still have a couple, a little bit more time here. So if there's anything else you need, just tell me, and I can make it happen.
Did you bring him the nasty fish he asked for?
I did.
He just immediately horfs into that fish, just like full on like crunching it, bones and all, taking a big bite out of the head.
And if you need another one of those, I don't think they're gonna run out, Edmund. I can get another one if we need to.
Says more? More, please.
Okay, absolutely. Yep, I will go ahead and get that and just ask that you don't eat it in front of me next time.
Yeah, he's crunching the bones and everything just right there in front of you. And, yeah. Are you spending the night on the ship then with him?
I think I'm going to go to the inn with everybody else and
Okay.
purchase some more fish for my good buddy Edmund.
Okay.
Even though it's disgusting.
So you all go to the inn. You have your rest. It is nice to actually sleep on a proper padded mattress with thick layers of blankets to guard from the cold. This inn is fairly meager. There aren't hearths in the individual rooms or anything of that nature. But there are blankets. There are so many blankets and lots of pillows. So
Do we have bathtubs in the rooms?
you do. There are tubs in the rooms, though you have to draw and heat your own water somehow.
Well, Nim doesn't really want a bath. She just, is wary of it given her experiences in inns with bathtubs and such.
That's valid.
So.
That is valid. And as you all drift to sleep, it is nice. It is peaceful. You hear the bells outside still ringing for the holiday that will go all the way until the sunrise. And this is one of the perks of living in the human kingdoms where they're highly religious, is it is nice to just hear bells outside sometimes. And you rest. I'm going to roll a d20. And nothing happens.
Thank God.
You actually have a peaceable night. I mean, I've been rolling where you guys have taken out pretty much every encounter that could happen at night at this point. So there's not a lot left. I need to make a new table. Because if I roll something you've already had, well, it doesn't happen. So, yeah. And you guys wake up refreshed. The bells have just now stopped. Who's the first to get up?
I mean, I don't sleep, so.
Yeah. Anu, would you like to do anything?
Like a trance?
Yeah, do you want to trance, or do you want to look around the town, or do you want to do anything? It's up to you.
I'll look around the town.
Okay.
We
look around the
we
town.
count that as a long rest, yes?
Yep, a long rest. Everybody gets a
Good,
long
'cause,
rest.
you know, that
Good.
fireball took half my health.
Yep. And you're looking around the town anew. Give me an investigation roll. Or survival. I'll let you pick.
Okay. Investigation or survival?
Mm-hmm.
Neither of those are good.
Oh, I get to roll on the bad table.
Yay. Alright. Awesome. I got a 3.
A 3?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Anu, you are walking through the streets of this town, which is composed largely of log cabins. The snow on the pointed rooftops is thick and heavy, and it's a little rough to just walk the streets because they're not great at shoveling here, but thankfully the giant fire of the burning wicker cat that's still smoldering and embering in the middle of town did manage to clear most of the main square, which people are using for foot traffic. And as you are walking, you see what looks like a coin just chilling out on the ground. A gold piece. Do you ignore it or do you mess with it? What do you do?
I'm just gonna do a glance around
Okay.
the town.
Make a perception roll or investigation, your choice.
Alright. I need my mouse to stop freezing. Alright, I'm gonna do perception because that's actually something I'm good at.
Okay.
17.
17. You see a man with blonde hair tied back in a messy tail. It looks like he's hiding behind a barrel in an alley, and he's watching you to see what you do with that coin.
I'm going to whisper to Kovu to sneak around back of this dude, and when he finally gets to be a small little itty dragon, and when he finally gets behind the dude, to just enlarge himself.
Okay. Is his name Kovu or Nuka?
Nuka, my bad.
Okay. I was just checking if you changed his name.
I did not, but we had Disney music playing all day, and Lion King 2 soundtrack kept coming on, and I'm like, Kovu.
I mean, love it. So, Nuka sneaks around back and just and the guy doesn't seem to notice. He's very intent on you. So there's just this dragon standing behind him, and a couple people are starting to take note and pausing to see what's going to happen.
I'm going to crisscross applesauce on the ground and stare directly at where he's hiding.
Okay. When you do this, he looks startled. He turns around, sees the dragon, and lets out the most high-pitched, you would never expect it from this large man, shriek. That he falls over, knocks the barrel over, and starts crawling backwards, almost crab-walking his way out of the alley. What is that? Monster! And the coin vanishes.
So I'm gonna call Nuka back to his small dragon, have him fly up on my shoulder and go, now what have we learned?
And Nuka just like shoop, and flits over, gliding on the little bit of a breeze, landing on your shoulder. And the guy looks at you and he's like, that's yours?
Yes.
Well, how?
Magic.
Magic! Guards! Guards! And he starts screaming, and several guards begin running from different angles.
Oh, goody.
So, yeah. Go
Well,
ahead
it
and roll
was a quiet
initiative
night.
for me.
Stop falling. 19.
19. Okay. So they roll poorly. So the rest of you in the inn. It's a quiet, lovely morning. And suddenly you wake up to hear someone screaming, "Guards! Guards!" in the town square.
It was lovely sleep, but alas. And I will roll out of bed, literally put my face on, and head out.
Okay.
Nim sits up and is just like, surely that can't be. I don't need to. No, that's. Who would? Absolutely not. And she just rolls over.
Yeah.
What floor is my room on?
Even or odd?
Odd.
You get to pick.
How much do I just get to pick the floor, or do I get to have more fun than that?
You can have more fun than that.
Okay. I want to say second floor, and that I am able to jump from my window to the roof of a single-story building next door, and that is how I want to try and get a bead on what is going on.
Absolutely. Love it. Makes sense, too, because you're like part goat, right?
Yes!
So, yeah, go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me, or athletics, your choice.
That's a 32.
32. You can get down however you bloody well please.
So it's actually going to be a double forward flip, and yet somehow still land silently.
Perfect. And what about Tempest and Nim?
Tempest comes out of her trance. It's like, no, it couldn't be us. I have to go check. I just have to go check. And so she it just hops out the it just leaves, just grabs her stuff and leaves.
Okay. So you actually you and Mask kind of leave around the same time. Nim, what have you got?
So Nim hears like the commotion of other people leaving and is just like, I bet that is us. I mean, who else would it be? And so Nim gets out of bed slowly and is clomping her feet and just irritated, is slowly putting, clothes back on and her coat and whatnot, and is then leaving her room and going downstairs, trying to smell if there's like coffee or anything she can grab on the way out. But she will eventually make her way out, but not happily.
Okay. So you're going to be last to the party. Mm-hmm. And Wisp is first. Anu, what are you doing? What does Wisp see you doing as they stick their landing?
Wisp sees me being a smart ass, as usual. I'm counting all the guards and going, are you sure you want to do this?
There are 4 guards.
I really wouldn't.
And they are all holding pole arms pointed at you. So, Wisp, you see Anu surrounded by 4 human guards with breastplates and helmets and pole arms, just taking stances of combat against Anu. And a blonde man shouting, pointing, yelling, "Mage! Mage!"
Someone should punch that guy in the mouth.
Ugh. Goody.
Listen, when I'm done with this, you're next. I'm telling you. Snitches get stitches.
So, you said that, are they, like, all in front of Anu, or have they actually surrounded?
They've actually surrounded Anu at this point.
God damn it!
It's okay. I have acrobatics. They're not. It's good.
So you got 6 seconds before other people come, Wisp. What are you doing? Anu's shouting at him and egging him on.
I'm just gonna take a seat on the edge of the roof and just holler down, "If you need help, call me."
And one of the guards looks up to you, and it just gives a quizzical, like, eyebrow raise as you're just chilling on a rooftop.
Just chilling on a rooftop. I give him a little salute. Hey.
And then he turns his attention back to Anu. And the rest of you now exit the inn to see in the square, about 60 feet away, there's Anu egging people on.
I sigh. Are you drunk?
You got someone trying to obviously rob me. So instead of him getting caught, he's trying to get me caught. And people have made mistakes, not me. They've made mistakes. Because this is not going to end well for them.
You are inciting the local law enforcement.
How many times have he told you, don't talk to guards?
You know, if you cause a problem, we're all going to have to cause a problem.
I'm trying to tell them. They're not listening. They have the they have the chance to walk away. I tap one of the spears, but they're not getting it.
Seriously, you really do want to just not. Like, choose your battles. This is not one that you want to go into.
What brought on these guards?
That idiot over there,
And what did that idiot do?
he made a gold coin disappear, which sounds like magic to me.
Lies! Lies and deceit! I'm no mage! She's the filthy mage! Look at her, she's an elf! And she has an elf friend! And points at Tempest.
Wisp is gonna holler down.
Hey.
We were just about to leave, you know.
Nim is very angry, walks into the center of all of this, and begins a de-escalation.
Oh!
All right, everybody. It seems that we are all a little bit overexcited, and I want everybody to just take a big, deep breath and exhale. Now, it is so early in the morning, and some of us were just enjoying sleeping in a wonderful inn in a nice, cozy bed, and now we are not doing that. So what we are going to do here as a group is we are going to facilitate a return to nice, cozy, warm beds. And so what I want everyone to think about right now is what's really important in life, and none of this matters right now. So we're all going to turn around. We're going to go about our business. I'm going to find a nice warm cup of coffee and perhaps a delightful breakfast pastry. And, you know, you're going to do what you need to do, because we are not doing this. No, we're not.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Okay, hold on, wait. Before you make any roll, this is not how my power works, but as an Oath of Redemption paladin, right? I have Channel Divinity as a bonus action. I can grant myself +5 on Charisma persuasion checks for 10 minutes. This is someone attempting very, very strongly to de-escalate and not have violence, which is not something that Tempest gets to do often. Can I give this bonus instead to Nim?
Sure. I like how you're thinking, so sure. You guys watch as this almost like radiant, like with shadowy outline halo just sort of appears a little bit around Nim. Like, it's almost like when the light shines down and the chorus just ambiently sings in the distance.
Not sure that's gonna help.
So roll still with disadvantage, though,
yes,
right?
Still with disadvantage. You just get the +5.
I'll it down. You got this, Nim, and take a bardic inspiration with that too.
I don't know what the hell is going on with my dice. I think that they're just mad that they sat fallow for so long. Okay. Okay. So what was I rolling? Persuasion?
Yep.
Persuasion. Okay. 5, 6, 11. That is a dirty 20 plus Tempest. What do I get?
+5. You'll have that for 10 minutes. So
I
your
can
persuasion
buy-
rolls.
Okay. So that would be a 25, Steve or Bobby.
Everyone looks at each other. The guards look at each other. One of them finally pipes up. It's early in the morning. Joffrey don't know what he's talking about half the time anyway. He's probably drunk. And then the other guy's like, there's a lizard with wings on a shoulder.
I'm gonna.
And the other one
gather
just
up
looks
some
at him and is
snow.
like, do you want to mess with an elf with lizards with wings on its shoulders? And the other guy just looks at the other three and he's like, all right, fine, but you're out by noon. And then they all just sort of like march off and quibble amongst themselves a little bit. And we don't get our combat.
Snow on the. I'm gonna gather whatever snow's left on the ground and pelt it at this dude's face.
You're talking about Joffrey, the one that instigated everything?
Yes.
Go for it. Make an attack roll.
God damn it!
It's the chandelier all over again.
Now we're gonna have to keep you away from snow too.
14.
14. You pelt him and it hits him square in the face. And he falls over from the force of it. He's a level 0 human with magic initiate. He is not doing anything.
I was gonna say, a dude didn't just kill him, did you?
No.
Okay, good.
Non-lethal damage, pelted him unconscious.
He deserved it.
Yeah. So anyway,
Well.
we gotta be out by noon. So breakfast.
Yes, breakfast. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Your treat.
I was gonna. Wisp does a forward flip off of the roof onto the ground and says, "Yeah, you're buying."
I'm gonna eat so many pancakes.
Pancakes of vengeance. So you guys do have so many pancakes. There is local maple syrup here, and it is delicious.
Vermont. I'm so
Yup.
happy about that.
That got me right in the Vermonter. Oh.
No, this is locally made syrup. It is sourced from the trees in the area. It is sweet. It is like that weird consistency, like whenever you're used to having like corn syrup based syrups and then you have like the real stuff and it's like almost watery in texture. Like it's got that going on. And they even have versions of it that are spiced. So like they have different flavors here too.
Delightful.
Mm.
And the pancakes, you can even get local fruits in them. You can get these red berries that are quite sour. You can get some sweet berries that are purple. You can get all sorts of things in these pancakes.
Sour berries and syrup, please.
And you get these pancakes and they're just So good. These are like the best pancakes you've had in a minute.
Now I want IHOP.
We're talking about good pancakes.
Well, they're good up here. I don't know how they are in your state, but in PA, we make them good.
Okay. All right.
I'm a Waffle House girly.
I wish we had Waffle House. Man, I don't have
I'm
Waffle House.
I've just got my local diner, and breakfast is the meal they're best for, thankfully.
I mean, local diners are really where it's at, to be honest. Like those mom and
Yeah.
pop shops, it's like a hole in the wall, but they have like the best food. One of the chairs is broken, but it's okay.
Yep.
Only one? Damn, you fancy.
Right.
And yeah, you guys have your breakfast. They also have hard cider here that they offer with breakfast. They also have hard coffee.
Yes, please.
And altogether, this meal is going to cost you about 5 gold pieces because it's a very nice breakfast.
That's okay. I'm pretty sure. Don't we have like 300?
Yeah, something like
We
that.
barely buy anything.
Yeah, no, this is
Yeah, we don't shop much.
No.
yeah. And this
Part
breakfast
of
is
being
Fish
in-
for Edmund.
Part of being an adventurer is like throwing your weight around when you come to towns.
and being like, "Give me something.
Yeah.
I saved you from the dragon."
All right, I'm gonna give him an extra gold piece for putting up with our bountiful feast.
Okay. And they take it, and you see this innkeeper looks surprised. Huh. Hadn't heard that elves were generous. But, thank you. All the same.
Okay, I'll let it go.
Thank you.
And, yeah, you guys have about, after breakfast, you've got a couple hours until you need to be gone, and the guards start come looking for you. Unless you want the guards to come looking for you.
No, I don't.
I want to see if they do come looking, so I kind of want to just be in the shadows, like casually walking backwards, but just seeing if, trying to call their bluff.
Okay. So, you do notice, well, give me an investigation check. I feel like this requires an investigation check.
And to escape requires stealth. All right. 8.
8. So, you don't really know exactly where they come from, but, you do notice that when, right around the noon hour, these guards are now accompanied by, 9. 9 people wearing blue and purple robes that you would recognize as being regalia from the Scriptoriad.
Oh, so these are the people that can go whoosh to your magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It's a good thing we're not there.
And as the rest of you load onto the boat, you realize, Anu's still on the fringe of town, just over there, looking at what's going on from an alleyway.
How far away is she?
Like 300 feet.
What's the range on telekinesis?
I'm not sure. I think it's like 100 feet or 120, something like that.
Let me look real quick. No, it's only 60 feet. Okay.
Okay.
I was just going to pick her up and put her in the boat.
I'm pretty fast. It's like, okay, so they were serious. And then I'll just dip out.
Yeah. So you dip out. Let's see if they notice you.
Are they gonna roll it against my stealth?
Yeah.
Okay.
Roll pretty good.
I'm gonna use an inspiration.
Okay.
Gotta put out my Rika numbers. There it is. 29.
29. They don't see you. So Anu gets on the ship with the rest of y'all. Edmund pulls the boat out and it creaks, and the ice that had formed a little bit on the front of it near the pier just breaks away as your ship pulls out to sea once again. And yeah, you guys are now at sea.
I'm never going to get used to the idea that just having magic is a crime.
Wow. Usually I don't stay in one place long enough for it to come up, but then again, I'm not flashing it about like some people.
Who are we talking about?
Oh, I have no idea.
Well, for someone who's supposed to be so stealthy, you sure do show off quite a bit.
Look.
Stealthy when I have to be.
The logic here, I assume, is that if she makes a big mess of things, people will think that she's really loud and obnoxious, and then when she tries to be quiet, they won't expect it. Am I close?
Oh, yeah.
So there is logic. It's not just you're not just agreeing with that right now, Anu. You're just conveniently. It's you did think about it before you ruined my sleeping in. You know, I mean, thank you for the pancakes, but I'm just saying.
Listen, it's never my intention to come across weirdos who try to play me. But when they do, I will play. We will play this game of chicken.
All right, well then, while it is not your intention to come across weirdos, I don't know if you've been present for, I don't know, since we've been adventuring, but that does seem to be what we do, and I do appreciate all the hard work you have done. I appreciate Nuka, such a sweet little baby. I'm just saying that perhaps this is, something that we, you don't have to look for it, but, just know that it's gonna happen.
Trouble finds us. Sometimes it's fun and sometimes it's not. I think we need some fun, non-fun.
Oh,
Hey,
why would you say
I'm
such
not
a
the-
thing?
I'm not the only one who has gotten us into trouble.
I've never gotten us into trouble. Not
Just
once.
got here. Just give it time. You'll see.
So, I'm gonna roll just to see if you guys have an encounter while on the high seas for the day. Meanwhile, the rest of you can start describing what you are doing. Let's go with Masquerade.
Oh, yes, good. Let me grab my notes. Here we go. All right, so I am going to like the places where I know people hang out and leaving their Christmas gifts there.
Mm-hmm.
So, Wisp. It's like a pair of nice castanets and some jingle bells, just things that are fun to dance with. Anu, it's a cloak with like a ridiculous number of pockets. Tempest. I looked for a nice carved box that's like kind of like a tackle box, but like with different compartments and stuff. And what I found has a ferocious looking reindeer on it because it was the Christmas episode. So like that's your Christmas present. I don't know what it does, but it definitely looks like something that might be cursed, so be careful. And Nim. So there's a bottle of bath salts, and then like tied around the neck is a like ovular locket, right? It's like big enough that you could probably put, something small in there. Okay. That's what I'm doing.
Thank you so much, Mask. I didn't even know that it was really a holiday. I'll find you something. I'll find you something in return.
It's the spirit of the holiday. I just, I just wanted to do this. You don't need to.
I know. I just okay. Well, Thank you. And you don't know what it does.
No, I have no idea what it does.
Would you like to
Isn't
be
that
here when I find
exciting?
out?
Yes, very much.
Okay. No time like the present, right?
I'm like just leaning in to get a look.
Okay. Give me an investigation roll. The box doesn't just open.
Ooh,
Oh.
okay.
Ooh.
All right,
So
here we
help
go.
me. So help me if this is the lament configuration.
Guidance.
Uh-huh.
Just adding guidance on there. Just to let you know. Tempest says a few words. That's 2. Even if I add 4 to it and then 5 for my actual skill, that's that's only 11.
11. You don't need a lot to get it. You actually made it.
Okay.
What are you hoping is in the box?
Huzzah!
What was I hoping that was in the
Yeah,
box?
the box is about as big as a tissue box.
I mean, I don't know.
This is important.
I mean, I was honestly, I was hoping for a vicious reindeer.
Okay.
But
So-
no, I'm kidding. I'm
So
kidding.
when you're investigating,
Mm.
the reindeer skull actually pops open, and you realize the reindeer has fangs built into it.
Okay.
And one of the fangs pricks your finger, and a little bit of blood just goes on into the mouth of the reindeer. And you hear this voice in the back of your head, desire. And you open it up, and there's a little monstrous reindeer inside.
It's just-
That is so cute.
It's like a little
Well-
figurine.
I don't know what I expected, but it does what it says on the tin. But she picks it up. What is it? Is it a little like figurine or
Just a
something?
little figurine of pewter.
Aw.
It looks kind of like if that creature you fought had taken the form of a reindeer.
Interesting. Detect magic is the figurine magic.
Yeah. It's conjuration.
Conjuration magic. Okay. All right. Well, I guess I have all the knickknacks I could want. I wonder if it would happen again. Like if I wanted something else.
There is one way to find out.
Here, you open it this time.
Okay, I will open the box.
Okay. It pricks your finger, and a little blood goes in. And what were you wanting?
A mouse.
A mouse. So the box opens up, and there is a live mouse inside.
Ah. Oh my god. I'm gonna put him on my shoulder.
And he
I am
kind of
delighted
looks
by
around
this.
and then starts skittering away because he's not tame. He's just a mouse.
I'll catch him. And go find something to feed him because I can fix that.
Okay.
Well, this is gonna take some experimenting.
I have no idea why they had that at a shop in that little town. I bet they didn't know what they had in there.
I bet they didn't. But now I have my first collectible here.
Awesome.
Well, I have to leave my stuff at home, but pops in the bag.
All right. Does anyone else do anything else for the day?
Oh, I'll dance about with the castanets and the bells and get a feel for them. Figure out how I want to make use of them in future. On
Okay.
my deck.
Okay.
Nim puts on her locket.
Okay. So you put on your locket, and do you see what's inside, or?
Yeah, so Nim puts it on and then realizes that it's a locket and opens it up.
Okay. And when you open it up, you kind of get like this weird like scratch on your finger.
Mm-hmm.
And it's almost like the little droplet of blood that falls into the locket. And who do you hope to see in the locket?
So there's something that's been on Nim's mind for a long time. And I can't remember where we were when this happened, but there was like a vision of the future. And it was like Mask's vision, I think, of Nim and Mask and a bunch of kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so she sees kind of on one side it's Nim and Mask, and then on the other it's just a picture of a baby.
Okay.
That's what she wants to see anyway.
That's what you see. And anyone else?
Look at all this cutesy blood magic.
I was gonna say,
Right?
what is it with this town and blood magic? Jesus.
Well, they seem to be very versed to magic in general for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And
There were people from the Scriptoriad right on site. Of course they were. Like, they would have taken them time to get there if they weren't already in the town.
mm-hmm. So Wisp, also go ahead and roll performance for me.
Okay.
That's what I forgot to do.
Performance. 23.
23. So you get a really good feel for these. It's really interesting. It's almost like they want to follow the way that you go. Like, these are really, really nice bells and castanets. And as you're dancing, the castanets actually, like, you realize that there's like this little metal piece on the castanet that's just like a little bit poking up, and it pricks your finger. And yeah, you just got a little like paper cut level. Like, it doesn't do damage or anything. It's just there.
Okay. Anything
I
else
swear
happen?
I didn't do this on purpose.
Nope, that's it. You, the next time you perform with these, you get a +1.
Okay.
So, yeah. And you guys go through the day. You have your lunch and dinner on the ship. Night falls. The moon is aglow. The weird luminous jellyfish return to the surface of the water, casting everything in rainbows under the moon.
Tempest tells a story about being lost in a world comprised almost entirely of Fae called the Never Never. That was right after the world with no magic.
Ah.
How many worlds have you been to?
Well, sometimes it's hard to count because, worlds are so diverse and I only see a small portion of each one. But if my calculations are correct every time I go somewhere, I think it's been 17 worlds.
Wow.
What was your favorite dessert that you had on any world?
My favorite dessert? I don't get dessert often. I've gotten more dessert here than any place else, but there is a very smooth and creamy concoction there's a very smooth and creamy concoction, some kind of fermented yogurt or something like that. I don't know exactly, but it was sold on the side of the road, wrapped in some kind of pastry, It was very tasty. I never got the word for their world, what they call their world. But it was one of the only other Brightlands I've been to. Most places I used to frequent were all on the dock side. Energy. Bright worlds are where there's energy everywhere, right? And you can get to it. You can cast spells, and it infects everything around you. And then the dark worlds have light, right? They still have the sun, or their version of the sun. But the magic flows in reverse. Everyone kind of pushes magic into the world to keep it going. Those are the dark worlds, and they're not evil or anything. It's just like the flow. So yeah, it was another bright world. There's only maybe 3 or 4 bright worlds of all the 17 that I've been to, and this was one of them. They had wonderful balloon ships.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Sounds like a marvel.
It was fascinating. It was fascinating. They had magic, but not like magic like we would know it. Like magic that was just pervasive everywhere. You couldn't walk without stumbling upon it. And their food was all very good, but there was something about that creamy concoction and that pancake-like thing that just always stood out to me as particularly good. It helped. I mean, I might have been biased. It helped because I did escape from a prison after 3 years. So, I mean, I hadn't really had very much to eat that was tasty at all. So, but still, I remember that as being the best.
Does anyone want to do anything else before they go to bed?
I'm going to check in on Edmund because I did get him some extra fish and snacks and whatnot. I just want to make sure his tummy is okay.
Okay. Pick even or odd.
Even.
You walk in and you hear that familiar crunching. And he turns around and there's like little pieces of fish bones sticking out of his mouth. As he turns around, he's like, "Oh, hello."
Oh, hey, I was just, checking, making sure you're still doing okay. That was a lot of, tasty festival snacks. Just wanted to make sure, sometimes you can get a tummy ache.
And he has like half the fish sticking out of his mouth and he just kind of like slurps it up and there's this like slimy gulp and like it's all gone now. And he's like, "It was very tasty. Thank you."
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I guess I'll leave you, and if you need anything, just let me know. I've got some peppermint if you get some indigestion.
"Oh, no. This fish is perfect. Thank you."
Oh, you are welcome.
And he turns and looks at the sweet treats. And you notice he kind of like picks at the sweet treats, but like everything that was like kind of what other people really wouldn't be to their taste usually are the things that he has just destroyed.
God.
And everyone goes to sleep. Masquerade. As you go to sleep, I would like for you to make an Arcana roll.
$13.
13. So it's like you just fall asleep and you're awake again. And you're in the ship, but it's not rocking like it should. And everything seems very gray. Except for the reds in the world, weirdly. The reds are very vivid and pronounced.
Can I roll to see if I know if this is like the astral plane or something?
You are on another plane. That was your Arcana check.
Okay. Can I roll to see if I know which one, or is it like that was the roll?
So, like, that was the roll. The
Okay.
other parts, the other world that you know of is the Wild, which is composed of what a lot of D&D lore would be considered like the outer planes all smashed together. where you are, this place is not part of the good places, part of the bright places. This is somewhere else, somewhere dark, somewhere sinister. It smells like burnt wood.
Okay. I'm going to leave the room and just go see what's up outside because I figure I probably didn't come here on my own.
So you go outside, and the hallway, the ship still creaks, but it's like creaking on an echo. Like you're not really present for the actual creak itself, but then you hear the reverberation of it. And once again, everything red is vivid, but the rest of it's just gray and dark. And as you come above deck, everything still is gray and dark, but the sun, and it is the sun out right now, is vivid red. And you've yet to see any of your companions, but there is someone standing on the deck, looking out at the ship. A masculine figure. It looks like he might be a gargoyle. But he doesn't have feet to land like gargoyles do. They're not taloned. He doesn't have that backwards thumb on the heel. He has hooves.
Did you call me here?
Oh, you're the one. And you see he turns around and there is... It's so strange. His face shifts constantly between different looks, different expressions, different people.
I start doing that too.
Interesting. It's been a while since someone interesting came around.
So, what's Sylvis then?
This is the world, my world. You seem more experienced than those petty little villagers.
I see. I've been to a couple of planes. I wouldn't call it old hat. It's still quite unusual, but it's not unheard of.
Huh. And he walks across the deck towards you, his hooves clopping. This man wears nothing. He just has, like, the lower half of a goat, sort of like Wisp, and the upper half of a human. His skin is gray, but his eyes are the most vivid red you've seen here yet.
All right, I don't shy away from eye contact with this person. I'm, trying to give relaxed and unconcerned.
And you feel something in your head. Like, it's almost like when a child puts their fingers in a pocket and starts feeling around for a Lego that they can't quite find.
I break the eye contact. Not without permission.
Oh, you're no fun.
No, I'm plenty of fun. I just have boundaries.
So, who's Giselle?
None of your concern.
Oh? What about, what was it? Nim?
You wanted something. And now I'm looking at, the point on his forehead, just above the eyes where it looks like I'm making eye contact, but I'm not really.
Uh-huh. Well, you bought my baubles, I assume, or else they sent you here. Though I don't think they are powerful enough to send you instead.
Who's they?
Whomever has my trinkets.
I went shopping at a Christmas market in a winter village.
Oh, you met my daughter.
Oh. Chicanery. And I suppose you don't have anything to do with that accord that means that Baba can't touch us.
Oh no, dear. I have nothing to do with Baba.
Well, shit.
Yes, does about describe it. Here's the thing. You came to me. What do you want?
Honestly, right now, to go back to my plane.
Oh.
See, I came up here thinking someone brought me here needing help. It's kind of what we do.
Oh, well, in that we have in common. I help other people too. help them get
I
what they want.
sincerely doubt it's in the same way.
Well, what do you want? What's your greatest desire?
Nothing I'm prepared to tell you.
Oh, pity. What about your name?
I know better.
Oh. This one's no fun.
What do you want to call me?
Little one.
Then I'll call you Big Guy.
Very well. You know your friends got their blessings. They got what they wanted. You could too.
That was what I wanted.
Curiouser and curiouser. Very well. If we've no business, I suppose I'll just have to go to them instead.
Hold on. Wait a minute. So if I make your wish, you'll leave them alone?
Oh, yes. You, in fact, get 3. 1 for each drop.
Okay. But I don't have to do it right now.
No. You just have to leave with a promise that you will make them.
I promise.
Very well. And when you say, I promise, you almost feel the breath leave your lungs, and you see what looks like this. It's almost like when you exhale cigarette smoke, and it swirls and balls over his palm, and he closes his palm over it, and it vanishes. Then it's done.
Tricky.
And he smiles. Sweet dreams. And you wake up.
Fuck. Am I gonna be able to get back to sleep?
It's morning.
Oh, all right. Well, I guess I'm getting up and getting breakfast and being a little bit more grumpy than usual.
So that's another long rest, I'm assuming?
Yep, another long rest.
Yay.
Cool. Tempest brings the box down to breakfast.
Oh, hold on a second. I gotta talk to you about that. Because I got
Because
summoned
I was-
by a demon last night.
Yes, but I just thought about it. I realized I can make that dessert. Right? If I just ask for it, I can make some for everyone. We could all have that from that world.
Let me prepare you to make an educated decision about that first. Wait until everybody else gets down here. We need to talk. I'm sorry.
Oh. Okay.
At this juncture in my life, I know better than to keep this from the party. We're gonna have a talk about it. But I did donk up a bit, we shall say.
Why?
I was introduced to the manufacturer.
Oh. Did you make a deal?
Not yet.
Ah.
I
Haven't-
did, however,
haven't
promise
we
that I
all
would in the
learned-
future.
I mean, I of all people know the deals never work out well.
Right, but see, he said that if I didn't, he was gonna go to the rest of you, and I really don't trust the new with that. I just figured I would handle it cleaner.
Are you sure he would have gone to it? All right, I'll give you that.
Spitting truth.
They're just coming for a new.
I mean,
He's always making deals with hags and stuff.
One deal. I made one deal.
yes, and then you almost got us arrested
You guys
yesterday.
didn't have to come. You could just stayed on the roof.
I did until it was over.
Well, so you haven't made a deal yet. Fine. I'll wait. I can be patient.
But you have. You've made a deal to make a deal.
Yeah. I was saying that it got jumbled up in the words, but Masquerade is not going to cop to that twice right now. It can wait until everybody's at the breakfast table.
No, that's fine. I just find that an interesting. Did you make a deal? No,
Not technically.
No, but I agreed to make a deal. I made a deal.
I am seriously like, I will write like 10-page documents for these wishes with like airtight clauses. Don't test me.
That's what everybody says. It never works.
No, it doesn't. We're screwed again. This time it's my fault. Again.
Technically, it's Bobby's fault because you just bought Christmas gifts and
I did.
a Christmas
I wanted
market.
to do something nice for the party.
Yeah.
You did. They got wishes. You get more wishes because they made wishes. Like, it's the ultimate
Yes,
gift that keeps
all I
on
had to
giving.
do was make
literally.
a deal with the demon satyr.
You know. I mean, everything has a price, right? Capitalism teaches us that.
Oh.
Well, Nim comes downstairs wearing her fancy little locket.
Nim, Mask has something that they would like to tell you.
Oh, well, I would like to say thank you for this locket. There was, well, we can talk about it later, but, I really like it, and I just wanted to thank you.
You are entirely welcome, but I am afraid there was a bit of a catch, and I, kind of got summoned by a demon to another plane of existence last night.
Pardon?
And it turns out he was the one that made everything I bought at the market in that quaint little Christmas town. Yeah, I met the carnivorous reindeer.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Well, that's-
my carnivorous reindeer?
I think,
Something you ever
well,
want to hear.
He did have antlers.
he did have antlers.
Interesting. I go get the figurine, right? And I come back and I hand it to Mask. How much like this did he actually look?
Bobby?
Well, the antlers look about the same to your recollection. The hooves, I mean, he had hooves, but his upper body was a human.
Yeah, I'm like explaining all of this as I turn it over in my hand.
Ah, disappointing. Do you even know his name?
I wouldn't give him mine. I didn't think it was fair to ask. I just decided I was going to call him Big Guy. There's nothing weird going on with that, I promise.
Nothing.
Because he decided he was going to call me Little One because I told him he could pick what he got to call me because I wasn't giving him my name because I'm not actually that stupid.
So do you have a relationship with this? I mean,
No.
it just seems like
No,
Um,
no,
So
no.
you're not
maybe
getting
know a
close.
lot.
We don't have to worry
Yeah.
about that.
No. No, he was a creep.
Oh. Well, that's both great and terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, you know. And we probably should be seeing someone.
Just gonna like sink in my chair a little bit. So it wasn't the wild. Like everything was kind of sepia tone grayscale, and like the reds were still there. Like somebody just spot colored all of the blood in the world and like nothing else.
Tempest,
Is that-
make a history check.
That is history. 12.
Yeah, given your background, you know where this is. This is the Nightmare Realm.
Ooh. Well, you might or might not have been asleep, because that sounds like the Nightmare Realm. I was only there briefly, but I didn't like it.
Okay.
What kind of being did you make a deal with?
I'm not 100% sure. I just know that he
Oh, so there is a deal.
I promised that I would make a wish. I didn't say when.
You promised you make 3 wishes.
I did. I promised. Well, that's technically not a lie.
Yeah?
It just sounds a little less bad right now.
You promised that you'd make a wish. For what? What kind of things?
I don't want anything. Like he asked me when I was there, and I got nothing. I have everything I need. Like we go on adventures, and you guys laugh at my jokes sometimes, and I get to participate in these world-changing things. I don't need anything.
Well, couldn't you just wish that you never met Big Guy? Would that work?
It would just start the loop over again, I'm sure, and then I wouldn't remember what I did, and then we'd just be here again.
Oh. How many semicolons are you allowed to have in your wish?
I am giving you a point of inspiration, Robin, for figuring it out before you did that. Because I was absolutely thinking that.
I was not given a limit on semicolons. We can make this as many pages long as we want to, and what I'm considering doing is making it so long he doesn't want to read it.
So,
I think that's
hold
our
on,
best bet.
wait. How do you know when you're making a wish? I mean, you could just say, like, in exasperation, I wish this hadn't happened. And what? He's got to make sure it doesn't happen? Like, how do you know when you're wishing for something?
I just avoid saying those 2 words at all costs forever.
Oh, that's going to be tricky.
I'm remembering the map, and I know that you're absolutely right.
So I'm gonna say Wisp gets up at this point and joins everybody and just sort of yawning and stretching is, you know what I wish?
What?
Wait, I feel like there's been a conversation going on.
Oh,
that
I got summoned by a demon last night.
Oh, anybody we know?
Not yet, but I have a feeling like he's going to turn up again and it's going to become a problem.
His name is Big Guy.
Yes, an interesting nickname, Mask.
Oh my god.
Pinky.
I didn't mean it like that.
How big is he?
I'm gonna like hold my hands up about yay tall.
Okay, so are you cursed or are we all cursed?
I'm pretty sure we're all cursed because he made the things that I got you guys for the solstice. I'm sorry. I didn't know. In my defense, What are the odds that I'm going to buy cursed items at a Christmas market in a small fishing town?
Oh, wait. So remember
Yes.
when I said that trouble finds us? And you gave me shit for it?
Okay, I am sorry. You were right. I was wrong. Screen cap that. It's never happening again.
I don't suppose anybody bought any of that hard coffee and brought it with them, because, boy, could I use that right now.
I mean, technically we could get it out of the reindeer box, but that would just be digging the hole deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We
I'm
might
tired
still
of
have
these
some of that
reindeer
pickled
games.
Fish.
Well, can't just wake up and have it have been a normal night.
You had a normal night before this, in all fairness.
Yes, but it was immediately kicked off the next day with de-escalation of angry police.
That was a news fault. I did not.
I didn't say all of it was your fault. I'm just saying it's a pattern. Anybody remember where we're going next?
Going to see the dwarves.
Oh, that's right.
Because they have a phoenix egg.
That's right.
Or rather,
They do.
you're going to where their home was.
Was?
Yeah, was. It's now
Oh.
a giant dungeon.
Oh.
I mean,
Oh my god, is that my fault?
Robin knows about this.
What did you do?
Okay, not masquerade, Senta. Other character.
Yeah, in another campaign. They let the dwarven capital get overrun by Cromspawn.
In my defense, it was to save the people.
They saved all the people. The dwarves didn't die.
So the capital still exists. It's just not where it was.
Mm-hmm.
That was just a hole in the ground.
Okay.
It's a very fancy hole in the ground. With traps and monsters and everything else.
God, look at Vera judging me hardcore.
It was a different campaign, in all fairness.
A little bit of judgment.
Yeah.
It was the lesser evil.
I just said there's something very magical about a moment where a DM says something about the lore and then another player just goes, "Oh, is that my fault?"
So let's get back to Big Guy.
Oh my god. I didn't ask to be brought there. I thought somebody needed help. I went to go see if he needed help. He was like, "No, can I help you?" I was like, "Probably not."
So it's not like a relationship. or
No!
anything.
I just met this man last night.
Okay.
Well,
I
mean,
just,
it's good to know you don't rush into things.
No. No, I am not attracted to him. He was very creepy.
Masquerade is not Buggy Gale.
Like, not at all my type.
But do you wish he was?
No. No, stop trying to trick me into making wishes.
Sorry, that's dangerous. I just couldn't help it.
Well, what are we going to do about him? I guess. Do we need to give back these gifts? I mean, I really like it, but if it's, gonna be a problem.
I might have promised that I would use the wishes that were offered to me. I did tell you that already. I don't think that I told Wisp. We've got time to figure it out, though.
Just to clarify, so that you're aware, Robin, what you agreed to was to make a wish for each drop. So every time they use these again, you get another wish.
Oh my god. It's gonna be a monkey's paw situation. This is gonna be awful.
Ooh.
That I then have to use compulsively. Bobby, this is worse than being presented with a deck of many things.
I know, it's great.
So we need to just not. I mean, we should get rid of these things just on principle. Then
Put them in a little box because I'm afraid that if we get rid of them and somebody else pricks their finger, I'm gonna get stuck with that too.
Well, you have a box you can put them in fact. Tempest has it. You just are gonna give another drop to open it.
Mask, maybe this is a time for us to call upon our family. We do have that great aunt with, a particular set of skills. Do you think
I would much rather owe her, yes.
I mean, I'm just saying, what's family for if not for helping? And also, we have been very good nieces, nephews, nieblings, whatever you want to call us, for our entire lives, having never received a single gift for a holiday or a birthday. Maybe now is the time to call in these favors. I will say up front, I have yelled into several pools of water and have gotten no response. But perhaps... maybe if we both did it, do you think this is something that our aunt would be interested in handling?
Oh, I'm sure she would be all too interested.
I'm sorry. Are we seriously talking about voluntarily involving Baba?
Better the devil you know.
No, better fewer devils. The second devil does not need to be here. You are bringing in a second devil.
You're right. You're right.
Baba made us a delicious soup that we were able to scry in, and it was not cursed. There was no blood magic. I'm just saying that maybe our aunt isn't all that bad, and it's an option. We don't have to do it. I think if you can go nuclear, why not?
All right.
The problem is, though, that aren't we working against her right now? Kind of. She wants to keep things the way they are. She wants to keep the order moving in the way that it is. But none of us want that, right? That's why we did things with the Phoenix eggs. That's why the Queen of Ravens is free, kind of, in whatever form she is in now. The Phoenix persona, because we want things to be different. She's not always gonna help you, even if she is a loving aunt.
That's a good point.
Loving aunt, not the phrase I would use. I'm gonna place the bells and the gasnets on the table, and I'm just gonna go get some air.
Okay.
I don't cut myself just placing them on the table, do I?
Nope, you have to use them.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not that mean. Come on. Not usually.
So, we could get rid of these all sorts of different ways. We have many bags of holding. Put them in, shred the lining. We'll never deal with them again. They'll be floating around in the plains somewhere. Couldn't possibly come back to haunt us.
I think I would rather just know where they were.
Okay.
What about Edmund? You said that it was the nightmare plane, and while I do love our special ship captain boy, it does seem as if perhaps Edmund might have some, experience or knowledge with nightmares, given the general state of his smile. Do you think perhaps Edmund would have, advice maybe, or an idea that would help us in this endeavor?
Yeah, we should definitely ask him. But we should definitely eat breakfast first. And where is Anu?
Anu's gonna find out that you gave her shit, and now this.
I believe she's
Anu
off trying
doesn't
to find
necessarily
guards
need
to
to know
annoy.
that I gave her shit. Because she wasn't here to hear it.
Anu, where were you, by the way? You trance. You don't sleep.
What, during the night?
Just during the night and this morning.
I was in the breakfast hall with everybody else.
Oh, so you've just been dropping eaves.
Yeah.
So Anu did hear everything.
No, I had come over and told him that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, for the final time, I got summoned by a demon last night. Don't put on the cloak.
No, I was here for the whole conversation.
Oh.
Like, that was me in character saying, see how things are bad.
Oh.
That they just
You're,
happen to.
oh, okay. Yes, good. All right. So then we're all caught up.
All right. And so, with new adventures on the horizon and new problems to deal with, because we love some problems around here, we are going to close our session tonight with the gifts that keep on giving. And thank you, everyone, for playing. Thank you, everyone, for watching. You are all lovely, and we hope you have a wonderful time. And until next time we meet here like this, whether it's on the page or at the table, tell your story your way. Bye.